Hello YouTube. Today we're taking the Camaro to Kentucky Dragway to dial it in for 650 index. Alright, check the oil in the water, it's good. We'll check the trans fluid. We're going to put the rear tires at 17. These are just the ET Street R's, 275, 60, 15. I had the Radio Pros on it before, and the ET Street R's, they do just as good. They ain't as good, but they do just as good. But if y'all watch the channel, you'll know I had a little mishap with my lower control arm relocation brackets, the bolt-in kind. They twisted on me. Shot the rear end into the fenders and did that. Oddly enough, they still hold air. Oh no, I took them off. They did still hold air. I forgot I took them off the rim. They don't have a rim on there. But yeah, oddly enough, they still hold air. I don't know if I'd trust them like that. Actually, I think I would trust them like that, to be honest with you. But whatever, we already got different tires. Then the fronts, I'm going to put them pretty high. I'm going to put them 35 to 38 to lower the rollout, which will help me with my reaction times on the 400 Pro Tree. If you let air out of the tire, it's got a more contact pattern down here, and you got those two beams. So it'll set in them beams longer as you come out of it. More air sets the tire up higher with less contact pattern, which gives a small area for it to roll out of the beams, which gives you a better reaction time. Alright, I know about where the transmission fluid should be cold. It's actually a little bit higher. I put the rear tires at 16 because after the first burnout, it's kind of cold out here. Well, it's just 75 degrees in here. But anyway, they go up a pound or two, so I had to put them at 17, 18. And I put the front tires at 40. Woot woot. Oh yeah, and we're going to start out at 20 clicks on the Turbosmart manual boost controller and a 3200 RPM launch. Last time we run 650 index, it only needed 10 clicks, which I thought was not enough, which I found odd, and come to find out there was a kink in one of the wastegate hoses. But yeah, now we'll see you at the track. All right, here we are, Kentucky Dragway. Time to do some testing too. Dice this thing into 650 index. 20 clicks on the boost controller, 3200 RPM launch. Let's see what it do. All right, pass number one. I ain't got nobody to record for me, but yeah, pass number one. All right, guys, little too spicy, Let's turn her down about 3 clicks. I don't know, 2 clicks or 3 clicks. What y'all think? Nah, let's go 2 clicks. 2 clicks on the boost controller. We'll leave the 2-step where it's at and see what that gets us. Alright, let's see here. This is all we got to dial it in. Now we got the computer and we can full time. We should be able to do it just with the 2-step and the manual boost controller. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 3. 3. So I got this 17 clicks, 3200 RPM launch. And I tell you what, when I first pulled in and I was paying at the gate, this thing started smoking really bad. I was like, oh no. But it was just that header wrap breaking in. But it was smoking something fierce. Scared me to death. But yeah, 3 clicks. Let's see. The DA is about 1900. Wait a minute, let me double check that. Alright, pass number 2. I usually redo the air pressure after the first pass, but I dropped my tire pressure gauge. Now it don't want to work. So, whatever. 3 clicks, let's see if it gets to 650. DA is about 1800. It's 1850 to 9. Well, it's 1900 when I got here, and it was 1820 after that, so we'll see. Well, it should have slowed her down. I don't think it went any slower. Let's check our wastegate pipes and make sure nothing's messed up. It even spun a little on that one, too. Well, there ain't no leaks. But this one right here, keeps getting hot and melting. But I mean, it ain't that bad that it should cause an issue. Let's turn it down 3 more clicks. 1, that does. 12 clicks on the boost. 12 clicks on the boost controller, 3,200 RPM launch. Here's the other time slip. It did slow some down some, but not much. That's the bad thing about that boost controller. It doesn't really do anything in a certain spot. And then when you get to a certain spot, it does a bunch. So we'll see if we can get her dialed in. Oh no, we went 3 and 3 from 20, so we're at 14. We're at 14 clicks. They might need 10 clicks again like last time. All right, change the plans. We put it on 12 clicks. It's on 12 clicks now. All right, change the plans. We're gonna go to the house and get the hose and fix that, because there ain't no sense dialing in 650 and that hose like that, and if it melts more, I think I got some hose that won't melt. So let's try the hose and get it dialed in with the hose not melted. Because that melted hose, it restricts flow. It restricts flow, the boost goes up. All right, back at the house. This stuff here ain't as flexible. Hopefully, that means it's harder to melt. It might not be, we'll see, but I brought a whole thing with us. We'll replace it every pass if we have to. Then we'll figure out something to where it won't melt it. So that's what it looks like. And that's what it should look like. This stuff right here, see how easy this bends? This bends easy. We'd like to thank our racers. This stuff right here, it does not bend easy. See, last time that melted, it melted so bad it crimped. This one won't crimp. Well, it might if it melts. But let's try 15 clicks now. We're gonna tune on my buddy Rick's car or something. Say hi. Hey. Y'all watch the channel, you've seen it before. It's got King Kong on the side of it. LS1. What cam is it? What cam was in it again?
Stage 3.
Stage 3, Texas.
BTR.
BTR, stage 3 BTR cam. Alright, so the reason we were tuned on Rick's car is because he put a LS6 intake on it, and it was reading dangerously lean, like 13.6, 13.8. So I added about 10% fuel to the tables. We'll see what that does. But his fastest time is 12.75, I think. Let's see if it goes faster with the extra fuel. I'm scanning it this time. So I figure that light's right in our eyes. There we go. Put my big head over there. I figured last time we fixed that line and it was on 10 clicks, I'm pretty sure it run a 667. So we fixed the line and we're going to do 15 clicks, see what that does. Why I short shifted the crap out of it, I don't know why. But look, it launched slower. Yeah, see. Just changing that pop lowered the boost quite a bit. Alright, see, I figured it'd take about 20 clicks. Let's put it back on 20 clicks and try again. Alright, with the fixed pop, we're back to 20 clicks. Let's take a look at this and make sure. Might have two hands and make sure it didn't melt any. Yeah, look. That one didn't even think about melting. Sweet, we might be on to something now, but now we got to redial everything back in like we're just starting again. All right, 20 clicks, 3,200 RPM. All right, round 4, 20 clicks. And I lowered the shift point 100 RPM. It was at 6,500. It's at 6,400, and we're still at 3,200 RPM launch. I think this is going to do it. With that pop fix, 20 clicks should have been the sweet spot, but where that other pop burnt and not enough air was going through there to help open the wastegates, it made more boost than I thought it should have. I think 20 would do it. 20 clicks. Well, that's weird. It slowed way down from the last time. What is going on here? Look, the 60 foot went to crap too. Well, that ain't good. I'm thinking maybe I didn't get it spooled all the way up. let's go ahead and try 25 clicks. I know before, when all the pops were good, the wastegate lines were good, I know like 20 clicks before didn't seem to matter, and then once you got 25 to 30, that's when it started to matter. So we're going to try 25 clicks, see what that does. I need to get a better boost controller is what I need to do. So when I first put this boost controller on, this is the issue I had. Like you turn it and turn it and turn it, and it doesn't do nothing. And then all of a sudden it does start doing something, and just one little click does a lot. So I don't know. It worked better with that pop melted, but the thing is, if that pop keeps melting, then the car's going to go faster and faster. It doesn't look like this pop's melting. Yeah, see that? That one's not melting. It's a good thing. Well, it's past number 5. And see, that's the problem. When that line is good and not melted, that manual boost controller, Turbosmart, there's no adjustment on it, because once you turn that thing so far, it's like there's not even clicks no more. So it's at 26, 27. You can't even feel the clicks no more. And it ain't doing nothing. Now, if I screw it all the way out to where it almost falls out there, it will do something, but I got to get another boost controller, man. That just ain't working. With the line not melted down there, there's just no adjustability here. There's just none. I wonder if I could make that to where it'll bleed more air out per clicks. I don't know. Them things suck. Christopher had the same issue with his. We had to go like 20 clicks just to get it to start adding boost. I don't know. But it did spin a little on that one. But 6.7, we could probably turn this 200 up 200 RPM and get it to run 6.5 with that terrible boost controller. But at 3,400 RPM, it likes to spin on the launch. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll keep screwing this out. Tomorrow we get 2 test passes. We're out of time today, but we'll keep screwing this out. We'll try 30 next time. But like I said, once you hit about 22, you can't feel the clicks. You just got to guess. And you got to think, if that's that loose, it's liable to jar going down the track and twist on you. I don't know. But we'll try again tomorrow. But Rick won the King's Hammer Trophy race. Woot woot. So fastest Rick went today was 12:66. But the timing was really conservative. So I turned the timing up. And anytime you add timing, it adds power. It's going to lean it out a little. So I added a little bit more fuel. Let's see if it made it any faster. Let's see what. The timing was set at 25. I put it at 28.
Tonight.
So let's see.
And this is going to be his victory lap, if you want to call it that. The Camaro on the line. Rick Bullock, your King's Hammer winner tonight. Going down to the quarter-mile mark. Gonna stop the timers at 12.70 at 107 miles per hour.
Didn't make a difference. So me and Willis brought the car home. See, when it melts it down like that, I know that don't look like a big difference, but it is melted more and smaller up in that hole. I got adjustability in that manual boost controller, but I put this new better line on there. This is the line I bought when we did Christopher's boost lease, pulse leash. This is better line. And so I put that on there so it wouldn't melt, and it's not melting, but the thing is, it just lets so much air through. There's no adjustability in this boost controller. I mean, turned all the way up, it's like it's running 6.7s at 102. And then with the pop, with this one melted, this flimsy stuff melted, You can see where it melted and tightened it up right. I'm trying to focus. Focus. You can see where it melted and kind of crimped it up here. So the hole is actually smaller down inside there. And then when it does that, I do have adjustability on there. I do have some adjustability on there. But with this good line on there, which seems to be a little bit bigger, I got no adjustability at all on that manual boost controller. Those things suck, man.
That's the same size line. I mean,
I know, but is that really going to restrict it?
no.
So what we're thinking is, if we could restrict this hose somehow of the boost pressure coming in, maybe we can get some adjustability in here. And we're probably only going to get one test pass tomorrow. I thought for sure we'd get it dialed in today, but no. See this new hose, it ain't a melting like that other stuff would do. See, it ain't even coming close to melting. Well, actually, it is a little hot on the front of it.
How big are holes in that?
But it doesn't melt together like that flimsy stuff does. And that's another thing, it comes out so hot there, if we put rubber line down there, it's just going to melt the line.
The same size.
I probably need to move that somewhere else. I probably need to take that off the turbo and put it down here on the intake pipe somewhere. I don't know. So that one hose that was burnt, we stuck it up in there. We put it on this T. We screwed this screw up in there. It ain't coming out. And this has got a really small hole in it. It's a lot smaller hole than this. So hopefully that'll restrict it enough that we can get some adjustability out of that. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll get 2 test runs tomorrow. I mean, if I can't get it to dial in wide open throttle, or I'll put it on max boost and just try to stay out in front of the person. But 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20.
Brownie.
See, right at 22 is where I lose the clicks. There's no clicks. But we're going, with it restricted like that, hopefully that helps. And we'll put it on.
You have to get you a better boost controller.
I'm going to order one tomorrow. Actually, there's a buddy of mine who's got one. I'm just going to buy it from him. I'm going to get a boost controller that it kind of works like Christopher's boost lease, pulse lease. It controls, it'll just use the turbo boost, but it'll control how much boost goes to the bottom of the wastegate and to the top of the wastegate. And then on those you put like if you want to max 20 pounds of boost, I think you put a 10-pound spring in them. Yeah. And it applies pressure to the top of the wastegate to try to keep it closed, and then it'll apply pressure on the bottom of the wastegate to try to open it, to try to hit your, and you just set it and you try to hit your target boost. And that's the way that works. So we're going to get one of those. But we're going to try the 650 tomorrow anyway. Whatever. We'll do it anyway. Hopefully we get a couple test passes. We're going to leave it where it is. We're going to do 20 clicks. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But look at the time slips. You could tell the boost controller wasn't working, because it was 6.7, 6.8 on all these, and the mile per hour was pretty much the same. Oh, that ain't mine. Yeah, 101, 102. And then when the boost went up on the 6.4s, it was 106. 106, see? Yeah, just with that big line on there, not crimped or melted, it just sends too much pressure through that manual boost controller, and it's not turning the boost up. But I want y'all to look at something. Look at that. 009 reaction time. That's not on the Pro Tree. They had a Pro Tree lane and nobody was getting in it. I didn't want to be the only one, so we'll practice the Pro Tree tomorrow. But look at that, 059. 002. Sportsman tree, of course. 019. And this one I spooled the car up a little bit, so that one don't count. But yeah. An 009, an 019, an 056, and a 002. I should have bracket raced tonight. But y'all see if restricting that helps any tomorrow. What do you think, Willis?
It's gonna work.
I hope it does.
We're gonna bring home the gold tomorrow.
We're going to get a better boost controller, that's for sure. Them turbo, hopefully restricting the line to give us more adjustability in it. But with those push lock lines and not burnt or crimped or melted on and getting the full flow, there's no adjustability in those Turbosmart boost controllers. Maybe I'm using too big of a line. I don't know. So let's compare. It's a pretty big difference. This is Christopher's old Turbosmart boost controller. This is the newer version. But look at the hole in these. It's tiny, tiny. Yeah, that's our problem right there. We just need a smaller hole. So compare these three. See if I can hold them all. So yeah, look at the difference. That's what we have in the middle. That's what we went to, and that's what we need right there. Let's change the fittings on the boost controller. Well, probably wasn't the boost controller's fault. I'm just stupid. But yeah, one of these has a real small hole in it, and one has a real big hole in it. I'm gonna go look up the directions and see which one goes where. There's also a check ball and a spring. I'm pretty sure that's you only use that if you're having boost spikes, and we're not really having that issue. But yeah, these were just too big going in and out. It was just like blowing straight through there, and none of it, yeah, it was just blowing straight through there. No matter how much you adjusted this, where it just had too much of an easy path through here, none of it would come down through here and come out this hole where it's supposed to come out. See, it's supposed to come out right there. I think we might use this one because I like it better. This one's got a lot more clicks on it. I was blowing through it a while ago, and it does make a difference better than that one does. Yeah, so oddly, blowing through this hole, blowing through this hole and feeling it come out this end, no matter what you turn this knob to, it's the same amount of pressure that goes through there. Now if you put your finger over it, it does blow out this hole, which is, yeah, this one don't work that good. When I blow through this one, there's actually adjustability in this one. You can feel the difference as you turn it, as you're blowing through it. Less and less pressure come out it. Yeah, just 14 clicks on this one, you could feel the least pressure coming through it. Yeah, see, and this one's got the small hole too. Yeah, that must matter. You gotta have one of these with a small hole. That's just all there is to it. Yeah, you gotta restrict the airflow from the turbo side. I'm gonna put this one on there. I'm gonna put the correct fittings on there, which those are the correct fittings actually for his. It's got the small hole. That one's actually got a smaller hole. I don't know where these come from, but yeah, look, that one's even got a smaller hole than what's on here. I'm gonna put the correct fittings on them. I'm gonna use this one. So like the restrictor nipple has to be on the side that the boost is coming in. And you can put a check ball and spring in here also. The check ball and spring, if you're getting boost spikes, you take it out. But yeah, that's the problem. We just needed one of these with a restrictor hole in it, which makes sense because when that line got burnt down by the turbo and it squished it together some, I had adjustability. So this one should work. Yeah. Let's put this one on there. Actually, we could just put those fittings in this one. But I mean, it really doesn't matter which one we use, because we don't know where to set it anyway. So let's just go with the newer model with the restrictor hole. Actually, I'm gonna put the one in here. It's got the smallest restrictor hole. That one looks to have a smaller hole. Let's try. And then we'll go to the track tomorrow, and we'll hopefully we'll get 2 test passes to dial it in. Hopefully we can get it. But yeah, I just has to have a restrictor hole on this side. Makes perfect sense. It'll work then. Well, I put that one in with the check ball. You can't even blow through it. That's with the check ball and the small restrictor hole, and this other one don't have the check ball in it. Well, that ain't good. That would go full boost, which I know I can only blow 2 or 3 pounds, and there's going to be a lot more coming through there, but still. Alright, that was before it was 0 clicks, now 14 clicks. There's a difference. But that one with the check ball, you can't even blow through it. Alright, there we go. We got the restrictor nipple on there. For some reason I keep thinking 20 clicks. And it did make a difference at 20 blowing through there, so we don't need much with the springs in it. Yeah. What, turned all the way down, it was 6.7. We only need a couple of tenths, 6.7, 6.8. Yeah, that's where we're going to try tomorrow. See what it does. But I remember why I took those fittings off and put those push lock fittings on, because those push locks, they barely fit on there. And I barely got them on there, but I tell you what, they're not coming off. You'll have to cut them. You have to slit them to get those off. But even heating them up, that's as far as I can get them on there. I could probably get them on there a little bit more, but make sure that don't. Look, that's kinked. Dang it. We'll have to fix that. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.